Hi, Julian here from the SERP.NET team. In this video, I'm going to do a quick demo of Local GeoGrid. As you may already know, SERP.NET allows you to track local rankings for yourself and your clients with the help of a tool called Local Tracker. By local rankings, I'm referring to the keyword positions of your or your client's Google My Business page in Google's local results. With Local GeoGrid, you can track rankings in different locations on a map, for example in different suburbs in a given city. That way, you can see where your Google My Business listing ranks in Google's local results for the keywords of your choice and how the rankings evolve over time. Here is what the results look like. As you can see, Local GeoGrid lets you see where your Google My Business listing ranks in different locations on the map. For example, you might find out that your client ranks well in the central business district, but not in surrounding suburbs, or in some suburbs, but not in others. You get the idea. Please note that Local GeoGrid is available in both Local Tracker and Instant Check. I recommend that you use Local GeoGrid in Local Tracker if you want to regularly check keyword positions on the map and track progress over time, and that you use it in Instant Check if you want to occasionally check keyword positions on the map. Let's talk about Local GeoGrid in Local Tracker in more detail. To track a new keyword, open Local Tracker and go to the Local GeoGrid section. Then select a site in the drop-down menu located at the top left. If you can't find the site you're looking for in the drop-down menu, it means you haven't added it to Site Manager yet. Please note that you must also add your Google My Business details to Site Manager. Here, you can either add them manually or connect to Google My Business. Let's go back to Local GeoGrid. Then simply click on the blue plus button located at the top right. Enter search term and address. As you can see, Google will suggest a few addresses to you. Select the correct address. The business name field is pre-filled. The system uses the business name you entered in Site Manager. Make sure it's exactly as displayed in Google My Business. Then select a distance type, kilometers or miles, and distance you want to cover. Finally, select a country and grid size. And choose a check period, either 7 or 30 days. As you would have guessed, if you select 7 days here, we will check the positions every 7 days automatically. Once you're done with this short form, click on the View Map button here. You will then see a preview as shown below. You may then of course modify the distance or grid size, for example. For this example, let's keep 7 by 7. If everything is fine, click on the search button. The search can take a little while, as you can imagine, about 30 minutes on average, so please be patient. You will then be directed back to the Local GeoGrid section, where you can see a table listing all the keywords you search for, with some useful information, including the average position, number of keywords in the top 5, 10, and 20, and more. If you click on a keyword, you will see the map results. So we have a grid here that we created before. Each number represents a position in this specific location. You can easily switch from one check date to another using the drop-down menu located at the top right, or the slider located under the map. That way you can see exactly where you or your client ranks for in different locations on the map and track positions over time. Remember, these positions are your or your client's keyword positions in Google's local results. You can also export this data as a PDF file by clicking here. Quite useful if you want to quickly share this data with your client, for example. Now let's briefly talk about Local GeoGrid in Instant Check. The same principle applies to Instant Check, except that you can check the keyword positions of any business and not necessarily businesses associated with sites you have added to Site Manager. Let's open the map results. As you can see, the Google My Business page of this business ranks quite well in downtown San Antonio and some nearby suburbs, but not in some other suburbs. We recommend that you use Local GeoGrid in Instant Check for occasional checks, as opposed to regular checks that you can do in Local Tracker. Please note that you can redo past searches in Instant Check, as shown here, which will allow you to compare keyword positions at different points in time. Last but not least, you can export keyword positions in the form of a CSV file. Exporting positions is very easy. All you need to do is to click this button, which will automatically download a CSV file for you. All the data generated in Local GeoGrid can be included in reports that you can create and even schedule in the site report section, which is located here. It can also be included in client dashboards that you can create in the agency dashboard section if you have the agency add-on. If you don't have this add-on yet and want to learn more, click on the agency button located here. Alright, that's all for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions or need any help, don't hesitate to get in touch with our friendly support team by clicking here and on Submit a Ticket.